Hello, I'm Tamara, and I have got to tell you, I am always looking for ways that I can make items using my old jean scraps. This particular project I had a lot of fun making. You of course can make it with or without the ruffle, and you can make it even without blue jeans. So if you're using other pairs of pants, perhaps a khaki pair of pants even, what I would suggest you do for your outer fabric is add some interfacing to give it a bit of stability. So without any more talking, let's get into the tutorial.
You will need an old pair of blue jeans. A men's blue jean will give you a little bit more fabric to work with. You will also need some fabric for your lining, as well as some scraps for your zipper tabs, and a zipper that's about 12 inches in length or longer. We will trim it down to the correct size later on. And don't forget to add a jean sewing needle to your sewing machine for this sewing project. Next, open up your jeans so that you are working with one of the legs, and the first thing that you will do is you will trim off the bottom cuff. That cuff you can set aside and you can use it as your clutch strap if you would like later on. Next, we're going to turn our jeans so that we can cut down that center seam. The center seam is often not the pretty seam, and then we will save the outer seam as a little bit more decoration on our clutch. So just cut straight down the middle and open up that jean fabric. Then trim that outer edge so that you have a straight edge to work with. Measure 9 inches in, cutting that section of fabric away. Measure another 9 inches in for a second section of fabric, and then you will measure 2.5 inches in for a final strip of jean fabric. This narrower strip of fabric is going to become our ruffle.
Now I just want to show you something that you need to look out for when you are cutting your jean fabric. If you look at this clutch here, you can see that I've got a nice edge section. What would that be? A seam. Oh my goodness. A seam on the jean pants, and I've got that on the front and I've got it on the back, and I also have it with my strap. I just wanted you to notice where all of those seams are lining up when you're cutting your pieces. That way none of your seams end up kind of overlapping each other too much and making it really difficult on your sewing machine.
Take those two 9-inch strips of fabric, and we need to have 2 panels cut out of them. So you will need one cut at 9 inches by 8 inches and another cut at 9 inches by 9 inches. The longer panel will be the front of the zipper pouch because that is where we will be inserting the ruffle. So we need that extra inch just for the seam allowance. Then you will cut 2 pieces of lining fabric also at 9 inches by 8 inches. And then you will need 2 zipper tabs from your scrap fabric cut at 1.5 inches by 2 inches. And then if you want to use that bottom cuff that we saved from earlier as your clutch strap, just cut the excess jean off of that, measure it at around 15 inches and trim the excess away.
All right, so we have cut out all of our fabric that we need for our clutch. Next will be the assembly process, but first I have a question for you. Please leave me a note in the comment section and let me know what you make with your denim scraps. Perhaps I will be able to turn those into future tutorials as well.
Now it's time to make our ruffle. So grab that long strip of fabric that you cut at 2.5 inches wide, and we are just going to start about 2 inches in and give our fabric a 1/4 inch fold down. This does not have to be precise, but I just worked my whole way down this fabric. Pinch all the way along with your fingers and it will create a cute ruffle. As you're pinching your fabric all the way down that edge, just lay it up against the width of your front panel. So that would be a 9-inch width, and make sure that you have enough ruffle as well as a little bit of extra straight fabric on both sides of the ruffle. Then you will take it to your sewing machine. You will sew a 1/4 inch seam along that inner edge to hold the ruffle together. I like to make sure that my fabric folds are folded down on the bottom so that they don't get caught up in the feed dogs, and then up on the top so that I can make sure that those folds stay consistent. Now that our ruffle is prepared, it's time to prepare our zipper. Lay your zipper across the top of one of your panels and mark a 9-inch section along your zipper. Then mark a 1/2 inch in on both sides of your zipper, and you will sew a zigzag stitch over the center teeth on both marks. Make sure that the actual zipper head is in between these two zigzag marks. So here I'm making a closer line to the zipper teeth. That way I know exactly where my needle needs to go. You will set your sewing machine so that the zigzag is quite wide, but the stitch length is almost nothing. That way your zigzag will stay in place. Just trim right along the outer edge of both of those zigzag stitches. Your zipper will now be 8 inches long. Next, it's time to prepare your zipper tabs. Take them to your iron and press them in half, and then take both those outer edges, fold them in, and press them in again, giving it a final press so that everything stays in place. Now let's attach these zipper tabs to the ends of our zipper. Tuck the end of that zipper into the center of your zipper tab, clip it in place, and sew along that inner edge to secure your zipper tab. Now that both zipper tabs are secured, just grab your scissors and snip away that excess fabric on all 4 edges.
If you are enjoying this tutorial, if you're finding it helpful, please hit that thumbs up button, because that will help YouTube know to share this with others who are looking for similar content. And if you don't want to lose me on YouTube, hit that subscribe button.
The next step is to add your ruffle. So grab your panel that is 9 inches by 9 inches and decide where you want your ruffle to be. For this particular panel, I decided I wanted to hide my ruffle right underneath that fun jean seam. So I made a cut a 1/2 inch below that jean seam. The reason for that is because our seam allowance is going to be a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now, if you're concerned about sewing through this many layers of fabric, I would suggest that you put your ruffle somewhere else within the panel. Now that we've cut our panel in half, it's time to secure our ruffle. So just lay the ruffle right sides together on the panel and then clip all the way along that top edge. Then you can take the second piece of fabric from your front panel and lay it right side down on top of everything. Then just adjust your clips so that they are holding all 3 layers together. Take it to your sewing machine and sew a 1/2 inch seam allowance along that entire outer edge. Do this slowly as you are sewing through a lot of layers of fabric. Now you can open your panel up and have your ruffle facing downwards. You will sew another seam along that top edge. I also trimmed my ruffle so that it was nice and flush to the outer edge of my panel. And if you lay that panel next to your 9 inch by 8 inch panel, they should be the same size now.
And if you have a pair of pants and they have a nice little logo on them, you can pick them off of the pants and you can add them to your clutch. Had I thought of it ahead of time, I didn't, but had I thought of it, I would have stitched that nice little logo here to the front of the jean clutch. How cute would that be?
All right, now it's time to add our zipper. So take one of your lining fabrics, have it laying right side up, then center your zipper tab also with the face side up. If you want, you can measure to make sure that you have around a 1/2 inch on both sides of that zipper tab. And then you will lay your top piece of jean fabric right side face down. Then you can use your zipper foot and sew all the way along that edge of the zipper, making sure to move the zipper head out of the way as you go. If you want a more in-depth look on how to add a zipper into a zipper pouch, I do have a tutorial that shows you all of those little extra steps, and I will have that linked in the description down below for you if you want to see how this works. Now that our zipper is in place, you're going to press open these back seams so that the jean and the zipper fabric are facing in one direction and the lining fabric is being pressed in another direction. Take this back to your sewing machine and sew a seam along the top edge of our jean panel, making sure not to get the lining fabric in that seam. Now that we've done that, just press that lining fabric down. Now it's time to do this on the opposite side. So grab your lining fabric and lay it right side up. Then lay the panel that you've already attached to the zipper with the lining fabric face down. Center that zipper once again onto that lining fabric. Pin it in place and then grab your jean panel and lay it right side face down, pinning that in place as well. Then take it back to your sewing machine and sew another seam across that outer edge. Do the same thing on this side of the fabric. Sew another seam across that edge. Lay your fabric so that your lining fabric is laying together and your outer fabric is laying together. Make sure your zipper is open halfway and grab your clutch strap, fold it in half and place it in between the front panel and the back panel before clipping all the way around the entire outer edge. You're going to leave about a 3 to 4 inch opening in the lining side of the fabric. When you sew around the entire outer edge, use a 1/2 inch seam allowance and remember to backstitch when you start and when you stop. Once you've sewn around this entire project, then just trim away all 4 corners before turning your project right side out. When you reach inside the lining fabric, you will be able to grab a hold of that zipper if you did leave it halfway open, and you'll be able to wiggle it open the rest of the way to make it easier to turn your project right side out. Now it's time to gently press out those corners in the bottom of the pouch and as well as the corners by the zipper. This can be a little bit tough because you're working with really thick fabric, so sometimes it is helpful to use a turning tool. I will link to some in the description down below. For myself, I'm actually using my sewing stiletto. Close up the hole that you left open in your lining. I just fold in those raw edges, take it to my sewing machine, and do a quick seam along that inner edge, making sure to backstitch when I start and when I stop.
Let me know what you thought about this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and let me know in the comments down below what types of projects you make with your old jean scraps. I will also leave in the description down below links to some of my other jean tutorials. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you here next time. Bye for now.